up back in somebody's room, in a double bed, then I'm sorry, but I think you have to take the consequences.
I can't believe you say that. I honestly can't believe you say that, and I hate the implication. The implication is that just because a woman goes out and maybe has too much to drink, ends up going back with someone, she deserves to be raped.
No, I'm not saying she deserves to be raped. I'm not saying she deserves to be raped. I'm saying it's her responsibility. Do not put yourself in a situation where you're in a man's bedroom, probably naked, drunk out your head, then you are going to expect something.
This is why there aren't enough rape convictions, because at the end of the day, most people think, oh, you know, if she's wearing a short skirt, she's out drinking, if she's gone home, she's snogged someone, then she deserves it. She's asking for it, and she should deal with it. You know, and in certain cases, I think it's probably right, but most of the time, not at all. You can't just start implying that every single woman who does that deserves to be raped. Because, you know, women don't make charges against men for rape most of the time because they know that it will get thrown out in court because their sexual history will get investigated. And, you know, if they've had sex with someone else before, it will probably get thrown out. And because, you know, if she's had a few drinks, oh well, you know, like you say, she's asking for it. And I think
I do take on board as well that we all have a responsibility to see ourselves as others see us. And if we don't go out dressed in a certain way and behave in a certain way and maybe act provocatively and get to the point where you can't stand up, you're giving out a signal.
Absolutely not, because by you saying that as well, you're also implying that no, the men don't have control, and most men do. Most men can control themselves. It doesn't matter how far you get to a point. You know, you might be in bed with someone, but if you turn around and say no, even at the last minute, you know, drunk or not, most men will you know, abide by that, and they'll back off. But you know, of course, some people won't, and those are the cases that really need to be brought to court, and that's the problem. Women won't do that because they know they're going to get thrown out.
But how did I get in that position in the first place? Self-respect and being drunk and ending up in a man's bed in their room is saying to me, come on.
I think, no, it's not. I think women are applauding that. I think it's so wrong.
But if you're giving off those kind of signals, how does a man know that actually you really mean no? I only mean it up to so far.
Because no means no.
No man's opinion is no.
It doesn't matter if you say no, just no means no. And most men should understand, and most men do understand that. You know, to actually say, oh, just because you're in a situation now.
I do understand what you're saying. It's never right. It's never a right situation. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what she's wearing. We should be allowed to walk down the street at 2 o'clock in the morning and sing Woman on Our Own. But the fact is, we know we can't. And we can only make ourselves safe. No one else can do it. Not all men are racist, but you have to go out assuming that there might be just one out there that is. And therefore, you have to protect yourself. And on the other side of it, it's like with Shane Jr. now, he's 18. You know, I worry myself sick that, you know, if he gets drunk and he meets a girl who's equally as drunk, if not more so, you know, I say to him, be very, very careful, Shane, because if you're about to have sex with her when she's absolutely drunk, and then she wakes up in the morning, she's a young girl, she thinks, oh my God, what have I done? I'm going to get such a reputation, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I know, I might just say that I didn't know what I was doing. And I said to him, you know, you have to be really careful. If she's so drunk that she doesn't know what she's doing, please do not have sex. So does that mean then you're saying it's Shane's responsibility?
No, I think it's everybody's responsibility. I think it's the man's responsibility, hopefully, to be sensible enough to go, this girl doesn't know what she's doing, and I'll be the one that will end up, supposedly, could be in prison for 5 years. And the girl should not be in that position. You have to take responsibility for yourself. When I see a girl, I was driving down the road one night, coming back from somewhere, and it was about, you know, 12:30 at night. And I have to say, there was a young girl, she looked absolutely fabulous, right up near a park, and she was walking beside us in the park. And I drove past and thought, what an absolute idiot, walking on her own. Now, of course, you should be allowed to do that, but you can't do it. You just can't do it. You have to be responsible for yourself.
Yeah, but you know, by saying what you're saying, you're kind of making excuses. You're making excuses for the men.